How to select a strong trademark. The name that you select to identify your business, product, or service requires a good deal of thought. That name will become your brand that uniquely distinguishes your business from others. Lawyers also call a brand a trademark or mark. There are strategies to develop a valuable mark. The strength of a mark depends on two things. One, on how unique the mark is compared to others, and two, how well consumers perceive the mark as referring you or your company as the source of goods or services. Once you have narrowed your list of potential marks, you must then, first, make sure the mark is not used by anyone else in the same field as you. This is discussed more in our trademark searching video. And second, that the mark is on the strong end of the legal strength spectrum. This spectrum recognizes 5 categories of marks from strongest to weakest: fanciful or coined, arbitrary, suggestive, descriptive, generic. A fanciful or coined mark is a completely made-up word. Examples include Kodak for film and Verizon for telecommunication services. This is the legally strongest and most protective kind of mark, but it requires more marketing efforts to teach the public to link the mark to your business. An arbitrary mark is a regular English word applied to goods or services with no relation to the normal meaning of the word. Examples include Apple for computers and mobile phones, Amazon for online sales, or Shell for gasoline. A suggestive mark is also a regular English word that suggests a characteristic or feature of the goods or services, but needs some imagination by the consumer to connect the mark to the particular product or service. Examples include Airbus for airplanes, KitchenAid for kitchen appliances, and Sweet Tarts for candy. The above 3 categories are called inherently distinctive marks, meaning they are strong and distinctive as soon as they are created and used. These marks are the easiest to protect. Descriptive marks describe a quality, purpose, or function of the product or service and are generally not protectable until used or they have already been used exclusively by the owner of the mark for a substantial amount of time. Examples would include using the Apple mark for apple-flavored candy, or the term best as in best beer in the world for beer, or cold for ice cream. While this kind of mark needs less effort to market, it is difficult to register and prevent other businesses from using. A generic term is not a mark because it only describes a category of goods or services. Examples include laptop for personal computers, escalator for electronic stairways, and aspirin for pain relief medication. The last 2 were once trademarks, but they lost their trademark status because consumers came to understand that those marks applied to all products like the original products they originally referred to. Not all marks are registerable. When you select a mark, consider selecting a strong mark that is coined, fanciful, arbitrary, or suggestive. If you have any questions about how to get your mark registered, call or email us today.